we're loser side, loser semi, so people are, you know, there's gonna be more at stake here because this is the match to get out of the bracket. But we also see it's the world famous Mayo Game & Watch. So we got the Game & Watch Pichu matchup. This is gonna be a VOD. I can already tell. Only 12 minutes, so let's just get right into it.
3, 2,
okay.
1,
let's see what you do at the start. Okay. I like it. I like it. I'm actually surprised for both players. Both players actually... You know, let's go ahead and slow it down. That way I'm not going to be backtracking real quick. Is there actually a speed setting? There is. Hey, thank you, Google. This matchup is so cringe. There's like 70 matchups in the game, so you're gonna have some cringe matchups, and it's learning how to work around your worst matchups is very valuable knowledge. Game & Watch, in particular, is a character that's kind of unique and quirky, and a lot of players with their characters have to learn how to deal around Game & Watch's unique tools specifically. So even if you learn the Pikachu Game & Watch matchup, you could take that knowledge and apply it to basically any other character versus Game & Watch. You need to develop some good anti-Game & Watch fundamentals because Game & Watch is designed to punish... If you treat this matchup in general, like I'm not going to say like Pichu Game & Watch in particular, this is general advice, is you have to think... If you try to go into the Game & Watch matchup and treat it like any other matchup in the game, you're gonna get bopped, right? Because, as you probably already know, right, Game & Watch is like the only character in the game that can punish you for touching a shield, just like it's another Smash game that we're not gonna talk about. But you gotta like, alright, you know what? I can't hit the shield. That's okay. I can't punish the up smash. That's okay. I am going to punish the next option. You gotta learn how to like think pretty differently, and that's really hard. It comes with time. But anyways, let's gonna start right here. We're gonna turn off that audio because it actually sounds too funny. Okay, so I cannot tell if this was really big brain with Sivir, but he actually jumped and hid inside the go. Right? I don't know if that's a thing you notice if he hits you with a nair by surprise, but that's actually a thing that caught me off guard. Is both players dash back. Well, you actually dash forward, right? But then you dash back. That's fine. But look at this. Sivir literally went invisible. He hid inside go. That's kind of crazy. Alright? And so you actually cannot tell what move he's doing, but he's in the air. And if a Game & Watch is in the air, hold shield. Because you know they're going to come down with an aerial, right? And that nair is not safe on your shield unless he crosses you up. Okay, in theory, they could do a spot dodge. Alright? Like, look at literally invisible Game & Watch. And that caught me by surprise. I was like, how did you get hit? Right? But then by the time you react to the Game & Watch coming down with this nair, this should be an Unga Bunga nair. Right? And you should be able to grab it. But it hits you. Right? And that's okay, because he actually landed and held shield, which means he would have definitely been able to shield grab it. He did not actually react to the move hitting you. He already had it in his mind. Oh, whoa. I'm going to hold shield after this lands because I think I'm going to whiff. Right? So he's not hit confirming off of the nair. It's okay. This is a thing you can observe. Okay. And then he grabs you? Alright. That was surprising for me too. But anyways, it happens. Let's just keep going here. And we're gonna skip forward because this is just, you know what, you're in a Game & Watch combo. I think he kind of drops it. So whatever, we're back in the neutral. This is what we're gonna focus about. Alright. I think I see immediately probably a thing is going to be a recurring issue here is it's too easy to react to a Pichu, or a lot of characters in this game, right? The falling aerial is usually reactable, and not the aerial itself, right? But the fact that you've already committed to coming down in like a little V shape, right? That's really common. So it was too easy for the Game & Watch main, who wants to be holding shield anyways, right? It was too easy for them to react, oh, Pichu's in the air. I'm just gonna hold shield. right? And this is really common. That's what I do when I play against a Pichu. I actually, especially if it's a full hop, it's super reactable. Even the short hop's reactable. Falling aerials are almost always reactable. So if you're going to do this, right, you need to analyze, is your move actually safe if you're going to commit to doing the falling aerial? Because obviously the falling aerial that you're going to pick, like you're the Pichu main, you know which aerials have good reward, right? The reward of a move is the easiest aspect of a move to analyze, right? But whether or not you should be using it and how to use it and how risky is this move, because I'm going to tell you right now, this is a huge risk. Especially against Game & Watch, who could start a combo off the up B. You could be eating a lot of damage from hitting his move on shield, right? So this goes into the risk of the move. Like, obviously, how fast does the move come out? That's part of the risk. How big is that hitbox, right? How practical is this move? Is it safe if I whiff it? Is it safe if it's on shield, right? This is a lot harder to get a feel for. It comes with time, but basically, in this matchup, doing a falling aerial on this man's shield really pushes things into way riskier than they wouldn't be otherwise. So you should be getting up B here, and you do. Alright, and we start a Game & Watch combo, and especially Pichu, who is so light. You need to be really aware of how risky your options are, and is it worth it? And I'm going to probably go out on a limb and say you want to avoid doing unsafe, reactable aerials that he could just shield with. Other characters might be forced to parry it, and that's a little harder, so it makes it less risky, and you can expect to win the exchange more often. But against Game & Watch, who just has to shield, you probably don't want to be giving him this easy opportunity. And like we could watch that at full speed, so you can see it's just not just reactable because it was slow. I'm pretty sure here either you were in disadvantage and you came down with the aerial, or you full hopped. Yeah, he reacted over here when you jumped with a full hop, and by the time he reacts, you're up here. But he's like, okay, you had committed to this approach shape, which is extremely common. And that's actually a thing I'm going to talk about in the other VOD review too. So let's get into the next thing here. So you're trying to land. It's tough, I can see. Alright, now you did the same thing to him right there. You reacted to his, he jumped into the air, he already committed to an attack. You know he's going to land with an attack, right? It's common, you shielded. Unfortunately, it did cross you up, right? But you're Pichu, and you were actually able to get the punish. I was going to say, unfortunately, cross you up, comma, so you couldn't punish, but I forgot. Pichu actually is able to punish things that do cross him up with that back air. It's a good option. Okay, so you're gonna see. He's at the ledge. Alright, good. Oh, you try to, did you try to do like a loop there? Like a drag down back air into something else? I think it was the right idea. But you just didn't have the execution. Okay, now you T-jolt, and you follow up to T-jolt. He just buckets it. But I'm more interested, like, you hesitated. So you followed the T-jolt, you shielded, and you hesitated. Why? I'm not sure. I think you could have kept going. If you bait out the bucket, you could have kept running here and just grabbed him, right? If you read that he was gonna bucket or shield a T-jolt, you could have just run up and grabbed. But instead, you shielded yourself. I'm not sure I think if the Game & Watch had dash attacked, it would have claimed. I don't think it would have beat out. This is probably an interaction-specific thing. You might have previous experience, because Game & Watch has invincibility on bucket. Like, you can't grab him if he buckets. In that case, you'll have to read it and still just, like, delay your grab a little bit, because he's stuck. Like, Game & Watch is stuck in a bit of lag with the bucket. You should be able to grab it. That's one thing I do personally, right? Against other Game & Watches when they try to reflect my projectile or absorb the projectile. I just run in and grab him. But yeah, you can't grab? Alright, well, you shouldn't have shielded either. Like, if you know that's the case, you could have... If you know that's really the case, that you can't grab, you shouldn't be shielding anyways, because now you're basically locking yourself down, right? If you know he's stuck in this animation, if you read the bucket, you know he's gonna get stuck. You might not want to risk the grab. Let's just assume the grab can whiff because he's invincible, right? But you have other options as Pichu that are multi-hits, and you don't even have to try to time it, right? You could have kept running forward and like forward aired, right? And when that invincibility runs out, you would have hit him. You could have done a back air, right? You have multi-hits that would have been able to punish this. But the key issue here wasn't really that you didn't risk a grab. That's fine. It was that you followed your teacher and shielded, which you wasted your time. You basically gave up the advantage you have from forcing him to pick an option, right? Then he jumped. It's all right. Like, the key issue here isn't really this jump. It really was running up and shielding, right? You need to follow that T-jolt with confidence, right? And you're in an advantage, right? And you pick an option. It might not work every time, but trying to sit there and react and try to like cherry pick and get the right reaction, you're gonna basically give up your advantage a lot of the time. There are good times to wait. Like, if you just sat there and waited instead of shielding, that would have been better, right? You might have been able to react to the bucket, and now he's forced to drop bucket and pick an option. You might have been able to get a read from that. But by holding shield, you give it up. Anyways, keep going so you get hit, that's fine. You kept holding shield because the Game & Watch, you knew he was gonna match again. Alright. He came down. Yeah, a lot of Game & Watches, they're gonna do... You gotta be careful though. This was obviously a poorly spaced bomb, so that was fine. But if that bomb had been lower, it would have set up into a shield trap situation where he would have actually gone for the grab. It would have been true. But if you think he's a masher or doesn't know this, then holding shield here is the right play. Free grab. Alright. You dropped your combo there. So that's just... You gotta do your homework. That's just simple. Hey, you don't know when your follow-up from a grab is true. But that's fine. Honestly, stuff like this, like the execution aspect of the game, is the easiest part to learn. Is getting the most out of your hits or your grabs. That's the easiest part. You can learn that on your own. You don't even need a human opponent, really. So yeah, just do your homework. Know if a Game & Watch is at the mid-30s%, what can I get? So he gets a reversal. That's fine. Would you rather review a VOD where the player gets 3 stock or it's a very close game? Honestly, I want to say it's tough because a lot of players, they don't... How do I say this? For me personally, on my end, it doesn't matter. There's something I can learn and say, no matter how close or how much of a wash a game is. There's always something to be learned. However, I think players are less receptive to the advice when they get totally washed because they already have pre-existing notions as to why they got bodied so hard. But some players actually are more curious. I got bodied so hard, what went wrong? And others are like, oh, I got bodied so hard. Projectiles are so stupid and stuff like that. So it really depends on the player, right? Would the player prefer to hear advice in a game that was close or 3-stocked? I don't mind giving it either way. And I personally find I learn a lot. Like when I'm trying to, let's just say I'm learning Wolf, right? I'll watch, let's just say, Charlie the King's Wolf, right? And even if he loses, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to go, oh, I don't want to watch this VOD. He lost. I want to learn how to win, not how to lose, right? That's not the right mentality to go in, right? I personally feel like you got to try to find what went right, what went wrong, why did they do this? Why did they do this other thing? Why did they get punished? And you could do that in any VOD you watch. So like, let's just say I'm trying to, oh man, Young Link is giving me issues. I main Wolf. Let me watch Charlie the King versus this Young Link. Oh wow, Charlie lost. Oh, I'm not gonna watch the VOD. I don't think that's the right way of looking at things, right? Or like, oh, I can't deal with Roy. Let me go watch Charlie versus Goblin. Oh wow, Charlie got washed. Let me go find another VOD. No. Like, go in there, see what's happening. So sorry if that was like a long-winded explanation, but it's just give me the VOD you think you're most interested in seeing. He just double chaired. You rolled right in. Personally, I think it worked out. But remember, Game & Watches really like to smash attack at the ledge, and if I was playing a mashy Game & Watch and I saw them chair, by the time you react to the chair, it's already he'll probably be able to do another option. This hasn't happened yet, but I want to preface it's a situation that's gonna come up several times. You're gonna see me S smash at the ledge a lot. I can almost consistently 2-frame Game & Watch. Okay, you're gonna play that 2-frame. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll keep that in mind. But that's the thing I would have guessed too. But anyway, so this ledge option here, I think is a humongous risk because I actually think if you mistimed, like your invincibility is going to run out. I think like I think right here is where your invincibility runs out. You might have been able to actually get hit by the chair. I actually don't know the hitbox on the chair. But if this Game & Watch had picked like chair into down smash, like let's be honest here, if you've played a quick play, you would have gotten hit with the down smash, but he just chaired again. You were able to get a reversal, but I actually think just jump. Like, until the Game & Watch proves to you they know how to deal with, like... I don't think that chair was also... I also don't think that chair was a ledge jump range, but the odds of you getting... Oh, I went back too far, huh? Yeah, that chair is not a ledge jump range. So, I think he could have just ledge jumped right here. He could have reacted to the misspaced. Ledge jumped. It worked out because he chaired 3 times in a row, but how often is that gonna happen? Yeah, he skipped the ledge. Yeah, this is a little hard to react to, right? Because some Game & Watches, it's kind of hard to get an intuitive feel. And by the time that you react, the Game & Watch is on top of you, he could be coming down with the key. I think he could have reacted. I see he jumped. So I feel like you did react to the Game & Watch not grabbing the ledge, because if he had grabbed the ledge, I imagine you would have sat there and like gotten ready to F smash or something. You jumped. Yo, you tried to up air him. Okay, so you did react. You tried to up air. It was close. The timing was close. So maybe you should try that out more. Maybe you actually can react and up air in time before the key comes out. Or maybe it's not worth the risk, and if the Game & Watch upbees and he's right there, he has no... Game & Watch doesn't have a jump after the upbeat, so like there's only so far he can go, so I think holding shield and reacting to what he picks next is probably the safer option more often than not. Just calmly waiting, how is he going to land? If his back is facing you, he'll have to back air you, shield grab, right? I think it puts him in a really bad spot where... So personally, that's what I would have done. I would have just like waited. Unless I'm really confident in my reactions. And you rolled again? He chaired again. That is a... that was both of y'all did the 0 IQ option. You went with what worked last time. Very common. He picked the same option again because he didn't realize that what you did last time worked. If you're playing with somebody and you feel like they're mashing like that, you can't give him the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, he saw I rolled and it worked, so this time he wouldn't think I'd roll again, right? That's too obvious. Nah, you gotta think about mixing it up. And he also missed space chair again? I was able to hit you with it. Yeah, this is what I mean. That's what I said last time, and he finally hit you with it. Alright, here's the down smashes. There's the smash attacks on ledge. Now that was a better mix-up, where he up smashed and it covered ledge jump. That's tough, Chief. That's tough. But you gotta... Now you know though, like, okay. I'm gonna wait on the ledge a bit, because this guy's not waiting before picking an option. Exploit that. If he picks the up smash, you can react and then jump, right? And the next up smash won't come out in time. Or you could get up attack. If he up smashes, maybe? Actually, no, you don't have a good get up attack range. Don't bother. I think just ledge jump in reaction to either... If he down smashes, ledge jump on reaction, just try to get out of there. If there was platforms, it'd be a lot easier. But maybe. Unless they're smart, and then they'll be ready, but... That's fine. I see what you mean about the S smash at the ledge. Yeah, he wasn't waiting at all. It's definitely a thing to look out for. Is you could just, if an opponent hasn't proven to you that they're watching you, is you need to. I'm gonna make a video. It sounds like a shitpost. It's called Thinker's Advantage, right? And it sounds like a shitpost on paper, but in reality, is you need to become aware of the situations where your opponent is thinking and looking at you versus when they're autopiloting and just like going off of like whatever instinct. And you can abuse that and make better decisions based on the fact that you're the only one thinking in the situation. Alright. If I was him, I would have actually just learned something right here. Where you did the S smash to try a 2-frame, it whiffed, and you immediately went for another follow-up attack. You shielded, that's fine, because they're like, oh, they hit an, they mashed an attack. Now I'm gonna mash my get up attack. And that was good. I actually think that was fine. That right there covered a lot of options, I think. F smash, forward tilt, shield. He really saw your shield. He was like, oh yes. Now I'll actually nair from the ledge. But now that I think about it, this nair would have crossed up your shield. But wait, you're Pichu. You have an option for the thing cross up. So you know what? It happens. You're like, my opponent wouldn't really do an option. If I just hold shield here, they wouldn't really hit me with it. But they did. But now this opponent has proven to you that they're actually not really looking at you. In their mind, they're just thinking, oh, ledge jump didn't work. Now let me try this this drop ledge get up attack thing, right? Get up nair. And this is actually pretty common. Is a lot of players, they just think, I pressed this button, it didn't work. Let me try pressing another option or another option, and they don't think about why it didn't work. Like, what was your spacing? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you baiting? Right? So if you know that's the type of player you're dealing with, you cannot give him any benefit of the doubt, right? Just be patient, right? And think they will just try to fight their way here. Okay, let me see what they do next. But to be honest, that would have caught me off guard too. I'm like, I held shield for like a second and a half. He had time to react to my shield. There's no way he's gonna shield attack me. Okay. Okay, there you did a full hop and you did an approach. Okay, nice. Let's be honest, we both should have seen this one coming. You're playing a Game & Watch. He just did one down smash. Now let's be honest here. What are the odds that the Game & Watch would proceed to do another smash attack? This is very common, right? Is that they're gonna do another one. And actually they backed up a bit. They knew this is actually good. This covers if you jump here, thinking, okay, at this current spot, if he does not move, yes, you could probably full hop, fast fall, and like attack him if he literally does not move, right? He actually ran forward and tried to grab, which now you know, right? You have a better feel for now that you don't have time mathematically to react to the down smash, run up, dash grab. It happens. But they didn't get a good punish out of it. Anyways. Okay. I actually like this movement that they did right here, right? They dashed back, reacted to your... You did a directional air dodge right here. You did a directional air dodge to the right. This is one thing you should probably be avoiding, is if you're close to the ground, if you do a directional air dodge, that's going to be very, not only reactable, because you increased the amount of time in the air. So that directional air dodge was extremely reactable. And before you land, your opponent has reacted to the air dodge. And as you're landing, your opponent actually has time to dash back and do something about it, right? So if you're close to the ground, don't directional air dodge, right? Unless you're wave landing. But that's not what you did there. You directional air dodge to the right, and you actually kind of almost maximize your time in the air, giving your opponent the most time possible to react. And then you eat the directional air dodge landing lag, which is actually punishable. It's one of the... Okay, back air. I think you can actually react to the misspaced Game & Watch bomb. A lot of Game & Watches actually... So let's see. If you watch Game & Watch, right, and you look for the bomb, I think if you react to this flash right here, right, let's count frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I guess you don't actually have time to react to that. That's kind of crazy. But anyways, you can guess that a lot of Game & Watches are going to drop bomb. You could try trading with it, but holding shield I think is fine too. Okay, the bomb exploded too high. Mashes was near the land. If I saw that, I'd be like, okay, this just confirms my mashing theory, but that's already been confirmed so far. Okay, please shield grab that. Okay, that's fine. Shield grab this. Wait. It looks like you drop shield and re-shielded. I'm not sure if you were trying to parry and it didn't work, so you re-shielded. But so I'm not really sure what happened there. But you should already have a game plan to like, hey, down till it's my shield, just shield grab it. It should work most of the time. So that one didn't work, so you drop shield and then I don't know what happened there, to be honest. Let me see. I think you just frazzled. Happened. Should have been able to punish that though. Okay, bacon at the ledge. Yeah. There, that looked better. That looked like you reacted to the chair. Although this chair was in ledge jump range. Yeah, okay, good. And then you did it. That was good. You reacted to him moving back a bit, right? Getting ready to up smash. So you picked a jump. You jump back. This is good. This is like either 50-50. Your ledge jump back. You can still re-grab ledge and stuff like that. Maybe. You shouldn't do that. I would try to like jump forward onto the stage first. That's just me. Until my opponent proves to me that they're actually able to follow me all the way across the stage and like actually have a good advantage state. I prefer to jump forward just to get stage control, but it is a bit greedy. Jumping back is fine. Okay, the Game & Watch has up smash. You have reacted to it. It is unpunishable on reaction. So let's see what option you pick here. You actually dashed back? I don't think you should have dashed back. There's no reason to. If you thought that he was going to like dash attack you, you could have held shield, right? He would have dash attacked you. Like, you really have to like be conscious of now. Okay, my Game & Watch has now up smashed. They will immediately pick another option. No Game & Watch in the world is going to up smash and just sit there and watch you. They usually have mentally buffered their next option. So knowing that, right, you got to predict the next option. One thing I like to do is I like to run up and shield. Because then if he up smashes again and I have a full shield, it could put me in range for an out of shield option. Because they like to up smash again, or they'll down smash. They'll do like up smash, down smash, up smash, up smash. So yeah, I think running away, kinda you gave up the advantage, the little advantage you had in that situation that the move whiffed. You gave it up. And yeah, they actually went on to misspace a back air, and I think if you had ran up and shielded, you would have been able to shield punish this. And that's like, people talk about respect and disrespect in this game, and that's like the wrong type. Like, that's the wrong type of respect, is like respecting options that don't exist. He had no option there that could have like hit you if you just sat there. It's not like he was gonna instantly just, he wasn't gonna run up and grab you or anything like that. But. Okay, he actually ran up and shielded. This is interesting. I think he was expecting you to come down and like hit him. Both of you mashed back air right there. Your stuff is out. It's fine. Because remember, I think your rising back air, your rising aerials are really good because if you do a rising back air on a shield, you can still like, you know, I guess most characters you could cross up their shield and they can't punish it, right? Or you can like start drifting forward again. Like you got mix-ups. So I think it's fine to use a rising aerial in situations like this, whereas his rising aerial isn't, for rising back air for him isn't that great. He did it right there, but that's kind of rare. So I think that's good. You need to keep in mind, like, he rising back airs me. The odds of that are pretty low for a Game & Watch. They don't like to favor that option. Wow, that still worked. Okay, that was better. I think you did see that the first time you went to go contest it by jumping up and hitting him, it didn't work out. So this time you actually like, ran forward. But again, I think you're spacing yourself too far. Like, although I think maybe I'll get, you know what, I can see it. I can see that you were thinking that he would key forward and maybe hit your shield so you can back air if it hits your shield, right? But honestly, the way he's keying is he's keying straight down. He's not drifting when he keys. Like he's keying where you were. He's keying where he saw you 3 seconds ago. That's another thing I keep in mind too, is like, what is my opponent thinking, right? He's not thinking of keying you. Like, he starts this key, he's gonna go straight down, because he sees you there. You actually spaced out of the way, and I think you're unable to get that punish. So maybe you thought you wouldn't go as far as you did with your dash. Could be unfamiliarity, or... So yeah, I think he had just sat there and shielded, you would have gotten the punish. It's okay, it ends up working out, so now he's at the ledge. Shield pokes, you'll be like that. You ran forward to the T-Jolt, and you actually dash attacked, and I think talking about it earlier, you said he was invincible, right? So if you were anticipating bucket, your dash attack wouldn't have worked, right? If he's really invincible. And if he shields it, and all players, either this Game & Watch is going to like shield it or bucket it. In either of these situations, a dash attack will work. So it's very low odds that T-Jolt is just going to hit him, I personally think. Right, that the Thunder Jolt hitting him so that you can combo into your dash attack is like the least likely out of all possible scenarios. Because that Thunder Jolt you did was actually reactable, right? Like you did it extremely high up, of course, right? That's what makes it safe, is you need time to follow it. I get that. But you need to understand that that makes it reactable. Maybe even misinput, yeah. So it's reactable. He shielded, which is good, because now you could go for the grab. It's alright, happens. Alright, next. Yeah, ledge jump, it's working. Alright, now back air him, get him off stage. Okay, go for the edge guards. It's nice to mix up the edge guard every once in a while. I think you rolled here, and or realistically, a Game & Watch would mash down smash when he got back right here after. Yeah, this is actually a really common thing, is if after you go off stage and whiff an edge guard, right, it's actually really common that people will panic roll. This roll that you did is actually insanely common. You have no idea, even a professional level smash, rolling right here because you went for an edge guard, you messed up, and now you're just like, ah, give me back, right? It's really common, but for some reason Game & Watch F smash instead of down smashed. Let's be honest, like, most mashy Game & Watches would have picked down smash here, and you would have died. But it's okay, it works out though, because they F smashed. I think you should... I don't know why you drifted so far back actually after doing the T-Jolt. I think you could have fallen straight down. Because now it put you in an awkward spot where you have to waste time, like dashing forward and getting in position, because you were out of position right here with this drift back Thunder Jolt. That, like, the T-Jolt's trajectory was already decided, right? And then you started drifting back to just readjust yourself, which I think you should not have done actually. I think you should have just fallen straight down to already be in position for this edge guard, because now you ran forward, now you're stuck in this animation, so now you dash back, I actually don't know this. I don't think this is a good up smash because of the options it covers, right? If you really thought that he was gonna roll, right, you could space an F smash or roll distance. I think is your safest option, or even a down smash or roll distance, unless your up smash is like safe on shield. But even then, I think this is more. I don't like the movement you did right here. Like dash back, dash. You then dashed way back, right? You only had time to run up and up smash because he dropped from ledge and he dropped pretty far, and did this funny nair from ledge that he's done before. Actually, and then he whips a shield grab, and you actually spot dodge this. So here's the thing, I don't blame you because almost no player does this. Most players, once they spot dodge, they have the option after the spot dodge already mentally buffered, right? And depending on the player, this manifests itself in different ways. For some players, it's like they already have their spot dodge canceled kill option already mentally buffered without actually reacting. Because right now, he whiffed the grab. He is stuck in like 30, 40 frames of lag, whatever, right? You have so much time that if your spot dodge was intentional, this is the key thing, if you do an intentional, thought out spot dodge, you should have the plan right now. Your character can't act. Put your eyes on the opponent, right? Did it whiff? Boom. You don't have to buffer a spot dodge canceled anything, right? Because if your plan is to spot dodge a grab, if that really is your plan, right? Then you have so much time that right now you can react, right? And I bet you could F smash him, right? But instead, it just happened to work. Don't worry, this is an extremely common thing at a lot of levels of play. Even some top level players in bracket, now obviously not the most, not terribly too common. I can't call them out for that, but if you do it this is how I know if someone did an intentional spot dodge or not, is if they intentionally spot dodged, they would have gotten the kill right there. A lot of players just like muscle memory, brain dead, spot dodge into a tilt, the kill option or something like that. But right there, this at least shows to me you don't have that brain dead habit. But so you're like halfway there, right? You're halfway there. You're not just spot dodging into up smash true combo in your brain. But the next step to get there, right? To fully use your spot dodge correctly, is you need to look at your opponent after you spot dodge and then pick an option. Because right here he could have died. That's the thing in general. And then you run away. There's actually no reason to run away here. You're actually giving up. Kind of gave up the stage. Okay, so now Game & Watch has reacted to the fact that he did a bad aerial, right? The bad falling aerial right here. And he actually, this time, he buffers the dash back. That's actually very different. So now he should whip punish you, but doesn't. That's tough. Okay. Nice. Nice confirm. But let me see something here. You got the Game & Watch off stage. Okay, you faked an edge guard. Good. And good. Then you got back on stage. You're ready. I see what you mean about the F smash. I think it was the right idea. Right? He got punished for it, but he didn't. He actually messed up his confirm right here. There's actually, if he hits the right hit of Nair at the right time, I think he can combo into something. Then you get your confirm. Nice. You did your homework. It's good. This, you did a little thing right here. Like kind of. This is what actually a thing I look out for in players to see how mentally buffered they have. This shows me you have muscle memory, right? Is that you did this Nair, like, I get it. There's only like 5 frames of lag on this, so why would you never do it? But It's like the principle is, if your opponent's nowhere near you, you need to like be looking at your opponent and stuff like that, and like not throw out an attack if it's nowhere near. Ideally, that's a minor thing, but it's what you do next. Okay, I actually think you are at a good spacing right here, right? When you landed, I think you're at a good spacing, right? Because you could actually react to the fact that the Game & Watch whiffed down smash, and now you're like, okay, stand right there. The Game & Watch is whiffed down smash. If they do a rising nair at this range, you'll punish it, right? And they can't just run up and dash attack you. Well, they might, but I just like hold shield here. Honestly, I would have landed, held it shield, see what they do, but you run, and even when you do dash back, you dash back too far. Like you dash back to that far corner. Like you did like 2 foxtrots or whatever, 2 dashes, whatever you want to call it. But you did 2 dashes to get too far, so you're actually unable to punish this whiffed aerial, but you'll also be unable to punish any option you pick next. And then you kind of, maybe this is too nitpicky, right? But I think the spacing is really important here, right? You try to go in. You gambled with that up air, but it was good that you saw, okay, it whiffed. I'm going to hold shield, because this Game & Watch is not going to grab me. You both know it's not going to happen. I don't think this should have worked. I don't think this nair should have worked at all. IMO. I don't think this is the greatest option you could have picked, and it only worked because they did up smash jab. But realistically, he probably would have up smashed. Your back was faced to him, right? So realistically, the option you would have picked here was back air. If I was him, right? Which means I would have held shield. Even if this is a mix-up, like it's that you did this nair instead of a back air. Even if that was the mix-up, if he had shielded, anticipating a back air, you would have gotten a hit because he would have up beat out his shield. So I actually don't think, even though this worked out, I don't think it was the right idea. And it was unsafe on hit. That's tough. That's tough. And this was a really greedy lane, so you gotta be really careful, right? Because you were, see, he could see you drifting forward, right? And he actually dashed back instead of just holding shield and up being that. But you could definitely just like, if he had time to dash back, he had time to hold shield and up you. Ooh, you didn't take advantage of this one here. I think part of the reason I keep giving us space because I had this idea ingrained in my head that Game & Watch is miserable for Pichu and it's big and scary, and therefore I have to play as defensively as possible. You're just too scared and not actually looking. Yeah, that could be a big part of the psychology. Is you're playing too scared to the point where it's like making you make impractical, like not logical decisions about like your spacing and stuff like that. That is definitely possible. That you might have these preconceived notions, right? But you need to like properly assess like the threat zones of any character you play, regardless of your feelings for the matchup. And like it doesn't help that a lot of players are like, oh, you have to respect Game & Watch, right? So a lot of people take this. I think it's horrible advice to tell players respect/disrespect an opponent, because spacing, the spacing you should have against a character shouldn't be determined because people are telling you respect or disrespect. It should come down to what are the threat zones of a character, like what am I in danger from? Like you should go in like with no preconceived notions and just like try to like assess properly the spacing you need. So anyways, yeah, I don't think that nair was a good idea, but I also don't think this nair was a good idea either. Luckily, he didn't punish it. I think he's this right here. We're gonna go back. This right here is right before Game & Watch landed. He used his double jump. Whenever your opponent does this stupid double jump burn, they have burned their double jump, right? You have to punish this, right? This is a huge opportunity for you, right? And I don't think you reacted to that. And I'm honestly not sure what you're reacting to, because if he mixed you up and you thought he was gonna land, right? And maybe that's why you jumped, because you thought he was gonna land. But I don't know what this full hop was gonna accomplish. But I see you're able to react in time, like, oh wait, I got mixed up, so you drifted back, and that's fine. But I personally, I think you should have just dropped shield. You know, maybe. Alright. Because it was so close to the ground, I'm gonna say you assumed he was gonna land, and that's why you jumped into the air. But at this spacing, I don't think you should have jumped into the full hopped into the air above Game & Watch. In general, I don't think you should be full hopping into the air with the intent of landing with an aggressive aerial in Game & Watch. Specifically, there's actually a big problem that a lot of people have when dealing with Game & Watch, is that they just try to use their falling aerials too much on him, when the risk reward is completely in his favor, because all he has to do is shield. And it's pretty hard to space a falling aerial in Game & Watch's shield, right? So I think you should have stayed grounded, right? And commit to more, like, if you're that close, I think at that proximity, this is good, like rising back air distance, right? Or like rising forward air, where you could like drift back, and even if he does up B, the cross up back air or the fall away forward air, it'll be at the edges of the up B, so he won't get a follow up out of it. IMO. So I think you should try doing a rising aerial at that spacing. I think this down tilt was really wishing. I think you're really wishing for this down tilt to work. What did you react to? Let's find out. Okay, so he jumped. Okay, so you're reacting to, I see, you reacted to him being in shield. So you ran up, you down tilt. If you're trying to hit, no, that down tilt is slightly bigger than I thought, but would he ever hit his shield? I see. Were you trying to like down tilt his shield? Like a spaced down tilt on his shield? I don't know if that's a thing for Pichus, but I don't know, maybe you had like some sort of like a flow chart already planned out, like, okay, I'm gonna down tilt his shield, and if it connects, this is what I'm gonna do. But I really, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I know, I don't think that's a phenomenal down tilt to be using a neutral or poking shields with to pressure. It's not like a Lucina down tilt or anything like that. As far as I know, it's more of a combo starter, but it's a thing, but not against Game & Watch Epi. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought too. But anyways, it's kind of a stretch. Okay, but you reacted, you whiffed it, you held shield, he's in the air. Perfect, okay. Did that shield poke? I think that shield poke. And that's tough, Chief. You gotta angle that shield up. I don't see you angling that shield. And with your Pichu, you gotta be angling that shield up. There's no excuses. This is no excuses. This is a thing, right? And it's not just you. A lot of players need to like fix their mentality when it comes to shields. If you know that your shield is gonna get shield poke, make a new, force yourself, go into quick play, make it that one goal for that quick play match. Every single time you shield, tilt your shield up. That's the goal. Don't who cares about winning or losing, right? Go form a new muscle. Make this muscle memory, tilting your shield up. Like, make that a goal, like new homework, right? Like, that's tech skill right there. Tilting your shield up is tech skill. It sounds simple, right? But everything else, like your combos, are just become muscle memory at some point, right? So why can't holding your shield and tilting it up in one smooth motion, That should also become a new tech skill, especially if you don't have a great shield. Not all of us can have like Yoshi shield or Wario shield. Some of us has a Pichu shield or Olimar shield. You have to tilt that shield up. Can you lose your stock because of it? No, you live. Let's go. That's tough. Well, it's not a Lucina down tilt. It's one of my safer grounded options. You only did it once this match, but I think when you're at kill percent, yeah, you really should tilt the shield. And I see what you're saying. While it is one of your safer, as in less risky grounded options, I think when you're at kill percent, I think going in with the intention of, I'm going to try to outspace a Game & Watch today with down tilt, and hopefully it hits him and doesn't just hit his shield. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but I think you've only done it once, and I think you saw it didn't really work, so I don't think you'll do it again there. Maybe in a different matchup. Game & Watch is a pretty good movement, actually. At least it feels like. And yeah, getting 2 framed by that. Yeah, you gotta wait out the chair. But I think that you thought that he was gonna be stuck in the bacon animation for a bit longer. I was thinking that when I was watching it. I was like, oh, free recovery? Nope, chair. Alright, so start at the next stock. Let's see what you do. Alright. Game & Watch has now cornered himself. Lucky you. They have now cornered themselves. You got free advantage state right now, so let's see what happens. I think that was a fine idea, actually. I think that was a fine idea, but maybe not the right aerial, right? Because think about it, even if your nair does hit right there, you've been punished for landing a nair at low percent previously. I actually think the right call here was an up air, or even like a full hop rising back air is also a lingering multi-hit. If you're just trying to get the hit, I understand like nair is like a lingering multi-hit and up air is not, right? So if you're not exactly sure where they're going to be, I'm actually not sure if you really... What did you react to here? Because if this was a guess, it's just nair on reaction unless they roll. Yeah, what did you react to? I want to see. I want to try to guess. I'm trying to see if this was a reaction or a guess. Because if it was a guess, I think you should have done a rising fair. Right? A rising up air? A back air? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This was definitely a guess. And I don't think nair here was their idea. As you can even see here, like the hitbox of the area, like we're gonna go back and forth here. The area you're covering is quite small. And I think if you're at this distance, I think maybe doing a fair would have been better. It's most likely a guess. That's fine. Because by the time you would have reacted to right here. I think these are the frames where you would have been able to react in time. This is where Game & Watch would be by the time you react. So, and it's hard to know how he's going to drift. So the fact, if you're going to guess, I think pick a better guessing option here. Ledge jumps, you either have to commit to guessing to the ledge jump. If you have a nice, like let's say you're Wolf, you have Wolf Nair, that covers ledge jump pretty easily. You can just guess it and there's not much penalty for being wrong, right? So it's like finding the good, think about the good options you want here to cover a ledge jump when you're guessing. And likewise, have a plan ready. If you say, I'm going to punish this on reaction, think about the optimal aerial for punishing on reaction, and then the optimal aerial for punishing ledge jump on reaction. Think about the angles an opponent can ledge jump, right? Because also this nair, I believe, would have lost out to his drop ledge jump up nair that he likes to do, that he's done before. Alright, so what's next? Alright, but it happens. So let's see what you do next. Up tilt. I actually think his up tilt was okay. He could have drifted back into you. He was ambiguously in that space where he might have like fallen into you. We're gonna say it's okay. And you know what? The up tilt's quick because you have time. Oh, I whiffed, right? Now let's see what's next. He's gonna back air. Is he gonna back air? He nairs, okay. And you forward air. I wanna say this is okay. It's okay going for it. Yeah, so Game & Watches love to key. You know this, we all know this, right? This is no secret. Wait, is this a 30 FPS video or a 60 FPS video? I think it says 30 frames, so my frame counting might be terribly off now that I think about it. But the principle still applies. Alright, so anyways, you have now, a Game & Watch has preemptively uses up B. His options are now extremely limited because he no longer has up B, he no longer has a jump, right? So you have put yourself in a good spot. Right here, good spot, good spot, good spot, good spot. He has keyed, but you know that key was too high up. He's not going to land with that key. He's going to be able to act right before he lands and pick another option. But you keep running, and then you shield. I think this is really important, is to recognize, right, that sure, like this Game & Watch was holding to the right with the key at first, but you need to like start, I think you should start walking more or less right here, because he could drift back, but I think if you shield right here, you cover both options, because key is actually one of the few things that has a lot of lag, so you can actually just sit here, hold shield, right? If he goes in front of you and doesn't hit your shield, you can do a forward air and drift forward and you'll still catch him. Likewise with your back air. He actually drifted back. Did he actually land with the key? Oh, he didn't. Yeah. See, he barely had time to pick another option before he land. He actually does a bad air dodge. That is a funny air dodge. I think he should have reacted to the fact that he landed so far behind you and ran forward, but you jump. This is another thing. When you do commit to a full hop, I know why. You want to land with an aerial. You need to do that when you're a lot closer to the opponent, because if you commit too early to full hopping, kind of just wasted your time. But it's good you didn't commit to the attack. You realize, you know what? I misspaced my full hop. Happens. I'm just gonna re-land, readjust, and now, but you dash back. You actually should not have dash back here. I think this goes on with the whole being scared thing. Because you actually, if you're watching your opponent, by the time, even before you land, you could have reacted to the fact that he jumped, right? And you see, aha, an opportunity is presenting itself. Because now my opponent is jumping into the air, and it's the Game & Watch main. So he's probably going to try to land with Nair. Let me see, he's probably going to misspace it, and I've been able to punish the other misspace options. Yeah, give yourself time to process what's happening. It's kind of one of those things too, like it's fine. Not every single button you're going to press is going to be intentional, right? What was good is you didn't autopilot and ran forward with an aerial. You actually landed, you're like, okay, I full hopped, I landed. That's fine. It happens, right? You recognize that you couldn't get anything out of that full hop, so you just re-landed to reset, get back on the ground again. But what shows it to me you weren't really looking at your opponent was the fact that this Game & Watch jumped into the air, and you were able to react to this before you even landed, actually. Like, he was holding shield, right? So you know he's going to be stuck with shield lag. He's either going to be when you land, he's either going to have drop shield, and he's stuck, he's either going to, like, he's too far away to hit you, right? By the time he drops shield, he's either going to keep holding shield, in which case, okay, why is he doing that? Or he's going to jump. And if he jumps, right now an opportunity has presented itself. And by dashing back here, you actually gave up this opportunity to punish the Nair. Right? You might not have been able to get there in time, but the principle still applies that you should not have dash back right here. And so you dash forward. So like we're gonna watch that in full speed, because I know it could be a bit deceptive if I'm going like frame by frame. And now he chefs. This chef is kind of quirky, right? I don't think this is a good chef. Let's see right here. So after messing up, okay, so you didn't get, he whiffed an air. Now you're running forward. Okay, good. Running forward. getting closer to him. You full hop with your back turned towards him. If I'm Game & Watch, I shield right here. I shield right here because I know you're coming down with an attack. Because your back is facing towards me. This is very common, actually, and a lot of characters, this applies to Cloud mains. Whenever they jump to me with their back turned, I'm like, bro, you're gonna back air me. Whenever Palu's gonna jump, she's gonna back air me, right? So I'm getting ready to hold shield. But instead, they choose the Chef, which is a very quirky option. So you actually get this punish right here. So yeah, do your homework. You need to know, okay, if I land this Nair at this percent, what is the punish I can get? And the fact that he up-beat after that forward tilt shows to me that you weren't really sure. So that's a do your homework with your character type of deal. Pichu has a lot of that. You gotta do your homework, but Game & Watch is a pretty common matchup. So you need to learn from all your moves what is the optimal follow-up. And that's like wait, I went back too far. Gotta find my spot. Air down tilt is usually best. Usually doesn't cut it. When you're competing at a tournament, you're trying to compete at a high level, usually don't cut it. You can't be getting reversaled from someone mashing a frame 3 option, because that shows, you know what? That's sloppy play. There's no way around that. You can't be sloppy. You gotta be precise. You gotta be studied. Oh, you try to grab. Okay. Get stuffed out. Now here's a reversal. Why did this work? You were able to trade with... What did you do? Did you nair? Okay. I'm gonna say this was a bad nair, but it worked out. But this is a thing about... There's actually a concept that I'm going to talk about in my videos, is detaching yourself from the results, right? Like, a play isn't good because it worked out. A play is good when, more times than not, it's the right idea. It'll work out more often than not. I actually think this play right here will not work out more often than not. And you'll find yourself, if you have this habit of trying to fight your way down with... If your character doesn't have a big disjoint, this is actually one of the reasons why characters without disjoints think they lose to characters with swords. If you hear someone say, I lose to Lucina, I lose to Cloud, oh man, these swordies, they can just like beat me because I'm stubby. What they're really saying is, they keep trying to trade with the aerial, right? They keep trying to trade against the sword, and they keep getting smacked for it. That's what they're really saying when you hear someone say, I lose to sword characters. My character loses to sword characters, is that they're trying to trade with the attack, or they're getting traded a lot and they're losing that trade. And this is one of the reasons why it's actually really common. Is people, yes, it's hard because I have a very surface level understanding of the game. The surface of this game is so hard to break through. If you think you have a surface level understanding, like 99% of players have an even more shallow surface level understanding. There's just so much to this game. There's so much to learn that you feel like there's just too much to learn, right? Like you're not really making progress. But trust me when I tell you that the vast majority of players know even less than you know, right? It's just you need the knowledge gap you need is massive. Like there's so much to learn. But anyways, so don't feel bad about that. Trying to recognize why something worked more is a good start, and it'll come with time. Hold up, I'm getting a bunch of Facebook messages right now. Okay, hold up. So give me 1 second, Camille. Sorry, I am distracted on stream, but you're gonna have to give me 1 second. Okay. It feels dummy, overwhelming, don't even know where to start most of the time. Don't worry too much about where to start. Just start somewhere, right? There probably is an optimal starting point, but it's probably so close to any other starting point. You just gotta go in, right? You just gotta go in and accept, oh my god, there's so much to learn about this game, so you have to start now, and you have to start somewhere, and it doesn't matter where. Just start. So don't feel bad. It's good that you recognize it at least, because that's how you can start learning. But yeah, I think fighting your way down is the wrong call. You trade it so you're able to get down, but again, the wrong call. I think you tried a nair here, and you actually got caught in the startup. 1, 2, 3. No, I actually don't know what you try to do here then. Okay. So again, you full hopped, drifted back, but then you're like, you should have reacted to the Game & Watch coming into the air with you, and your intent should absolutely not be to try to trade with a Game & Watch. Do not try to trade with the Game & Watch Nair, right? So I think doing this, or maybe you were just trying to space and land. That works too. Maybe you were trying to space and land. This is cutting it close. You're like, am I gonna get the tomahawk? They just grabbed. You held shield. Okay, I know why you held shield. Because of that up B out of shield. So this, I think you actually did the right play here. Because the entire match, everything up to this point would have led me to believe that this Game & Watch was about to up B out of shield. And they grabbed you instead. If I was in your shoes, I actually would not really think that that was a conscious decision. If I'm completely honest, right? If the player you're playing against hasn't shown to you that they're thinking the whole match, I wouldn't think that my opponent knew what they were doing right here. I would just take the damage. I'm like, you got me this time, but I'm not confident you'll get me the next time. And then they completely whiffed the punish. All right, let's go. Oh. Okay, you air dodge here. Obviously, you didn't get the punish, but I see why you did it, though. I see why you did it. And I actually would have air dodged there too, because I'm like, they're gonna try to go for a follow up, but I wouldn't have expected them to whiff it. At a certain point, actually, as you become more familiar with a matchup, you'll start knowing when is their combo starting to become not true. And when it is true. If a combo is 100% true, like, and it's just the easiest bread and butter, I can get this 95% of the time without trying. If your opponent has one of those combos, do not try to air dodge out of it. And the reason you should never try to air dodge a true combo is because if you'll start mashing it, right? You're just mashing air dodge. A smart opponent can realize you're panic air dodging and then optimize their follow-up, right? Because you tried air dodging out of a true combo. Like, why are you trying to do that? It'll never work. That can actually only put you in a worse situation. And so option A, a smart player can realize that you're just trying to mash air dodge out of their true combo. Like, if you're offline, you could hear your opponent's controller. You could hear them going like click, like you can hear them going, right? And you're like, wait, if you're just gonna, why are you trying to air dodge this combo? It's not gonna work. So now I'm gonna sit here. You're gonna like air dodge to the ground like a dummy, and now I'm gonna get an even better follow up. So that's option A. That's scenario A. Reason number 2 is because if they whiff it, you won't be able to punish it because you air dodged. So just like, don't air dodge. Look at your opponent and be like, they hit me with the true combo. That's fine. You've been hitting me with the true combo all game. It's whatever. But you gotta be ready to punish when your opponent whiffs, because misinputs happen at all levels of play. You gotta be ready to capitalize on it. Now that being said, there are some combos that you might be able to break out. Like, you gotta recognize when your opponent starts having 50-50s. Because only in 50-50s, right, should you start mixing up air dodging versus jumping and stuff like that. And that actually does come with, there's no right or wrong answer for when to do it. Just don't air dodge when it's a true combo. Recognize 50-50s, and the recognition comes from experience. But yeah, I'm not sure that was 100% relevant to this current situation, but it's just a thing to keep in mind. I don't know if you're trying to air dodge out of troop combos, or if you have a habit. Clicking this is actually an extremely common habit when you're getting comboed at low percent. You got so lucky right here. Wait. This is the Game & Watch I'm expecting. With down smash. Not only had you misspaced your F tilt, this right here was a misspaced F tilt from you, but it traded with the down smash. It clanged, I mean. Ooh. I actually haven't seen this T-jolt from you. The full hop into, and you buffer that T-jolt as you're rising, right? Look at this hitboxes covers. This is doing what you wanted your nair to do. Those nairs that you've been doing, falling down, right, and covering that arc. This Thunder Jolt accomplishes that. This one you did right here. Because look at that diagonal angle that covers. That's what you've been trying to cover with your body. So I think these are the style of T-jolts you need to be implementing into your play. You need to like be removing those falling nairs that you're doing and doing this like rising T-jolt that then covers you. And then obviously, you know, since this is the first time you've landed it like that the whole match, you might not be familiar with how do I follow up a T-jolt if it hits someone in the air, right? But luckily your opponent mashed a bomb, so the bomb whiffed and didn't blow up on the ground, so you're able to get an extension, right? But yeah, the key takeaway here is this should have been like, whoa, look at that hitbox. Look at the options this covers, right? Like, especially since this Game & Watch has shown you that they're willing to do these rising aerials against you, right? Look at this. This is really good. This was a really good option coverage. It's like, okay, Game & Watch has their back faced towards me. They are probably going to back air out of shield. And this covered that. Rather than trying to trade with it, you don't risk yourself. You don't risk your body trading against this. So this is a very high, very good risk-reward ratio. And you can get your follow-ups, which obviously the optimal follow-up, you'll start learning. You get a better feel for that with time. Hey, that was clean. You know, you did. That was good gameplay. This exchange, this was good smash. This was a nice, good opener into a nice advantage state into a kill. Crazy. That was good. But yeah, but think about that. Think about that was a good usage of T-jolt, right? In that close quarter situation where you know your opponents might want to do a back air out of shield or an out of shield option, that could cover it. So yeah, take a note of that, right? And because I know finding the right way to use T-jolt can be a little hard. People might tell you, oh, you're T-jolting too much in neutral or whatever. But that's a good option coverage, T-jolt. This is weird. So you T-jolted, naired. I want to say that should not have worked out, but it did. And also the Game & Watch should not have been chefing there. Alright. That was good. You followed the parachuting Game & Watch, realizing their options were limited. Do you grab? And it whiffs! Okay. Not much you could do about that one, Chief. But it was the right idea. This was the right idea. This was the right play. Right? Was following the Game & Watch parachute, because you know he has to land with an option. Holding shield, expecting key, or nair. And look, this right here looks like it should have been shield grabbable, right? Because he is currently in your shield grab range, but unfortunately was able to drift like 1 pixel away. Although I don't think you buffered the. I don't think you actually pressed the shield at the correct time. I think you should have pressed shield right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, you waited too long to do your shield. To do your grab, I mean. But still, overall, it was the right play. And look, oh, that's so sad. He's trying to high five, but he can't reach. So yeah, he whiffed. Now, he didn't react to the grab whiffing in time. So he kept holding shield, and then you do a retreating nair. This is kind of quirky. I don't know how to feel about this because it would have lost to his up B, which you need to be very scared of. I think just jumping back, just jumping back would have been the best option. Okay, resetting, dashing. I think I'm starting to realize what's happening is you need to be more. You need to use your thinker's advantage. That's what we're gonna call it. I think these dash dances are actually without purpose. I think that's a key issue here. Yeah, these dash dances are without purpose. Like, the point of dash dancing should be trying to, like, bait your opponent by getting into their threat zone to try to bait them into an option and then getting out and reassessing, right? But you're not in the opponent's threat zone. So by you dashing back, you're just wasting movement, right? And you're wasting the opportunity that has presented itself by the fact that your Game & Watch has mashed neutral B. Right now, right, if you had not dashed back, right, or you had better spacing, like after this right here, like landing here, this spacing is perfect. That spacing is fine, right? Because you are too far away to get hit by like Ugga Bugga dash attack, too far away to get hit by Unga Bunga Nair, right? Must think about what you're gonna do. If you're gonna think about what you're gonna do, think about spacing. I think that's what you need to do. Is you need to think about spacing. That's the key issue here. Is right now you need to have recognized I am in a good space, right? And you have time at this space to on reaction run away. If they start running forward, if this Game & Watch had started running forward after this roll, you would have been able to react and then dash back, right? You're like preemptively dash back. You're like, you need to recognize when you can react to the options you're scared of versus when you have to guess. And that's actually something that comes with time. Yo, I got the messiest streamer hair today. Yo, oh god, it's terrible. But anyways, but yeah, I think you need to be more conscious of when you're in a good zone, and try to stay in it. Try to stay in a good spot, and you're not. And is the thing, like, this isn't explicitly bad because you're not putting yourself in a bad spot, but you're giving up an advantage. That's what makes it bad, right? Is that you're giving up an advantage, but you're not putting yourself in a disadvantage. But when you're gaming, when you're trying to win, you need to try to put yourself in as many advantageous situations as possible, right? And you need to recognize it's not just good enough to recognize when, like, it's easy to not put yourself in a bad spot. Like, that's the first thing you could learn, is to not put yourself in a bad spot. Putting yourself in a good spot, putting yourself in the best spots to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, that's what's harder, and that's what comes with time, right? Is figuring out optimal spacing, right? But dashing back here, and you're dashing back again. Yeah, but you basically gave up all the advantage. This right here, you gave up like 3 seconds worth of advantage, right? That you might have had from being able to react. My Game & Watch this chef like an idiot. I could just sit here. If you don't wanna try punishing it, don't. Just sit there and wait, right? And then maybe dash back once after he's done. Once he's done with the animation, wait to see what he picks. He runs. Not now. You run, right? So yeah, I think giving up too much, like, you're just preemptively running away is an issue here. But then you run forward. Okay, this is. I can see why you jump. This is good spacing to jump, right? You full hop. Okay, you full hop. He dash attacked. You should be able. Oh, think you could have been able to punish that, I think. I think you were scared of trading. The conscious part is one of your biggest struggles. I'm not sure where I should place my focus thought and analysis. I'm not used to doing either, not to the point where one of those could be subconscious effort. On the fly, if you're not used to it, it takes a lot of, like for me anyways, like this took me a lot of effort at first, was this concept of spacing. Like it was a lot of work at first. Eventually that becomes subconscious and you can start focusing on other things, right? So yeah, I think that's what you should do. You're not sure where you should place your focus thoughts. You should place your focus thoughts on what you're actively trying to improve on. You should put your focus thoughts on whatever you think it is that you need to start making subconscious, right? And then now once that is subconscious, then you can start putting your focus thoughts on stuff like player habits. And eventually that will start becoming subconscious. So you can start putting your conscious thoughts on what does my opponent think my habits are. And eventually that will become subconscious and it'll become a circle. But at first, every single thing you do in this game starts off as a conscious thought. When you first started playing, you had to consciously think about short hopping. When you first started playing, you had to consciously think. Like when you were a kid and you picked up a controller for the first time, you had to consciously think about where is the A button? I gotta press the green button to do an attack. Where is the green button? Eventually that becomes subconscious. Eventually all your character's moves become subconscious to you. And then you can start moving on. So yeah, that's what I would suggest, is put your conscious thoughts, your focus on the thing you're trying to make subconscious when you're trying to improve, and your goal should be improving, not winning. So I hope that helped. So let's see what's next. Yo, I've really been on for an hour. I am 3 minutes into this video and I've been live for an hour and a half. That's kind of crazy, actually. Just so much to talk about, actually. Like, there's always a lot to talk about. Jump into the air with the dash attack. You could have fast-falled nared this. Now we're gonna go on ultimateframedata.com. If you're not familiar with what you can and can't punish, you go to ultimateframedata.com and look up the visuals of a hitbox. This is a thing to recognize. Like right now, ultimate frame box, ultimate frame data. Okay, so you're gonna go to Game & Watch. And we're gonna look at the dash attack. Does it have an active hitbox the whole way through? As you can see, he is sliding without a hitbox. Keep this in mind, right? Do I want Chick-fil-A? Yes, I want Chick-fil-A so bad. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody loves me in this house. I want a spicy deluxe with medium fries and a diet Dr. Pepper. Actually, I haven't eaten. So give me, and I woke up 6 in the morning. So give me a spicy deluxe large combo with a large diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you. So anyways, Camille, now that you know that the Game & Watch does not have a hitbox on the end of this move, you could have reacted to the start of the move, right? And actually done a fast fall there without fear of trading. Because right here, okay, let's see. So, hitbox, hitbox, hitbox. There should be no hitbox right here. Yeah. Yeah, this right here, the hitbox is run out right here. So you could have traded. He mashes up B. So you got hit. That's tough. Wow, this match is pretty close. Okay, so now you're in the air. Hits you with the bomb. Does it combo? Hey, we air dodge those. Misspaced. I think the idea was good because he's shown that he's willing to keep mashing Chef even though it's not working. And just the execution was off, and it happens. Okay, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you for this reaction right here. consciously landing, holding shield, expecting the key. That was a good adaptation. And then shield punishing. Think you dropped your combo here. Again, do your homework. No, especially if your character is giving you an issue, you need to get any edge you can on this matchup. If you have a matchup you hate, you need to grind and figure out and optimize your punish game. You need to put more effort into a matchup that you hate or that you struggle with or that's common. Like, you need to become like a very good by the book player. Like, when you get a grab at 20, what's your follow-up? 25? 30? Like, I know it's gonna be a matchup specific combo. But if you really hate the matchup and it's giving you trouble, you need to do it. Maybe there's other matchups where you're like, I don't really need to grind all my combos for all stuff like that. You thought it was lower percent actually was. Yeah, when you grab someone, you have time to look at their combo, to look at the percent. Like, you can just like glance your eyes and stuff like that. You have time. You have enough time. It happens. It happens to a lot of us actually, that we grab them and we're like, wait, they're at this percent. But yeah, as you can see, look how close this match is. If you had played optimally the whole match, from your attacks being as, like, your advantage state being as clean as it could be, for your follow-ups, specifically your follow-ups, right? If those were as clean as they could be, you would have already won, right? And you can make your, if that's all you need to do is focus, if that's a big thing you need to improve on, is your follow-ups, right? To try to get optimal Pichu combos, right? You shouldn't be satisfied with be like, you know what, better Pichu players have better follow-ups than I do. I'm okay with not setting them. No, don't settle. Go into quick play, right? And don't focus on winning or losing on quick play or elite smash quick play. Just focus on your follow-ups. Because guess what? You want to know what's the one thing quick play players, people who grind quick play, their strongest attribute by far is their execution. Because as it turns out, in order to perfect your execution, you need to practice a lot, right? And you can easily practice your execution on quick play. So yeah, if your execution needs work, grind that Wi-Fi. It's not going to be fun. If you focus exclusively on winning, it's not going to be fun. But try to focus on improving your execution. I know Wi-Fi can make it not fun. Just try to find someone with an okay connection, or hit people up on Discords, right? That works too. But anyways, right? You would have already won if you had better execution, and you should never settle for that. You should never settle that. Well, if I had just done my homework, I would have won. Yes, it doesn't matter if something's hard. It is your responsibility as the main of the character to learn everything about that character. Just because it's hard is not an excuse. You should never leave it up to... You should never let yourself lose and have it come down to the fact that you didn't do your homework, that you didn't put in the time in training mode, or you didn't put in the time in quick play, right? You should not settle for that. Like, that just won't cut it at a top level. Like, and think about professional tennis. Like, if someone has, like, a really sloppy technique and they lost you, and be like, hey, yeah, you would have won if you just practiced. Like, that'd be kind of dumb. Like, in other sports, people don't settle for, like, having bad fundamentals, or not doing their homework, or not hitting the batting cage, or the tennis racket machine thing, whatever it is that they hit tennis balls back, right? And in other video games, like CSGO players, like, professionals understand they have to grind their aim, right? They have to practice aim mechanics every day. They have to do their homework to get good at that game. That's commonly accepted. But for some reason in Smash, it is not as accepted in the culture to be a lab monster. People are like, oh, what a nerd. He knows his follow-ups. I bet that's all he knows. God, he must not be good at the game. Oh man, these people, they have no neutral. All they have is combo game. God, that's so stupid. Like, don't feel bad that your quote-unquote advantage state or combo game far exceeds your neutral, right? That just means you're more disciplined, more studied than the other players. Because as I said, like, we're never gonna, like, in CSGO, these professionals who are making hundreds of $1,000s of the game, nobody calls them, oh man, what a nerd. You like, he doesn't know how to play a game. All he did was grind the aimbots map, right? He has really good aim, but that's all he is. He's just an aimer, right? People don't like talk you down because your aim is good. They praise you. And Counter-Strike, if you have great aim because you practiced, they praise you. But in Smash, if you have great combo game, right? People bully you almost like, oh, what a nerd. He just sat down and all he did. I guess I haven't it because a bunch of people have been telling me to practice neutral or spacing instead of combos, and I kind of got into this idea that practicing combos where I'm at isn't the best use of your time, even though you need combos. So on that note, is you can't just be only practicing your combos. And this is a problem some people do, is that their practice is incomplete. You need a complete practice. And part of the complete picture of being a great player in a fighting game is you need perfect execution, you need optimal execution, and you need good mind games. Like, you need to be very aware, right? You need great game sense, right? The game sense can only come from playing against better players than you, right? But the technical execution, that's something you can practice on your own. Obviously, Smash doesn't have the greatest training modes, that's a bit harder, but you can practice technical execution against players of any skill level. Any. Right? So, you should always be trying to practice your neutral or your spacing, right? But you should never say that you should never say instead of practicing main combos. Everything has to be in addition to, right? Good practice is everything together, right? And taking one thing out of your practice routine to put in another will leave holes as a player. You need to develop everything, right? So do your homework. And honestly, the combo thing is the easiest thing to learn. Relatively. I'm not trying to say your combos are easy. I'm not trying to say you should already have learned them. Like, oh man, you're so bad. What do you mean your Pichu combos aren't optimal yet? What I am trying to say though is that if you sat down and all you had access to was a Nintendo Switch and some online, you had access to 0 good players. Like, all good players in the world just boycotted Smash because the online is bad. You could still practice your combos, and in fact, that's probably the only thing you'll be able to practice is your combos. So get those down. You need to get those down, that way you can focus on the rest of the things. It's because it's the easiest thing to knock out, right? You should really try to knock that out too. Obviously, I'm not trying to say is like just quit practicing against good players. Only go practice your combos. But you need to do everything. And there's some players who only do one or the other, and it's bad either way. Like, it's bad to neglect the technical execution aspect of this game and expect to get better and lose to players with worse neutral but better combo games than you. That's stupid too. But it's also bad and stupid to only practice your combos, then go to the tournament and just try to out combo people. Because at a certain point, that won't fly anymore. Like, so anyways. See what's DI dependent on? Exactly. See? Exactly. So anyways, I'm gonna keep going with this match. But hold up, I think I got a notification. Alright, we're gonna wind this back. Where were we? We're right here, you dropped this combo. I think you should have shielded this. Like, you guys shielded the key earlier and it succeeded, but I think you might have been a bit flustered you dropped the combo maybe? But this is good. See, the thought process up until this point, this was a good thought process. Oh, you did shield! Oh, it just didn't touch your shield. You were trying to up smash at a shield. Hey! I think. What were you trying to do? I don't know what you were trying to do here. Maybe you were trying to parry, but you don't have to parry Game & Watch key. Maybe you probably shouldn't. But this was a good thought process because you reacted pretty quickly to this key. You reacted quickly, you turned around your dash, you're coming in, you shielded. Maybe you thought it was going to hit your shield, but that you should recognize when the key is too high up. Because this is, again, a key that was too high up to hit your shield, and you just need to recognize that. That comes with time in the matchup, but it's a very common thing. Some Game & Watch is actually trying to mix you up with this by doing a key really high up. Joke's on you, though. They can press another option. You actually tried to press Nair, and it didn't hit you, and it should have hit you. Then you try to do something. So you did 3 attacks here. Up smash is shit execution. It's fine, but I don't think you should have... Actually, yeah, if it had... You have time to react to the key hitting your shield, actually. And then up smashing, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe you actually don't have time. But you know how you can find out if you have time? You go to Ultimate Frame Data. You're gonna look at this down air, right? You're gonna look at the down air, see that it has 8 frames. Oh, it has a landing hitbox too. That's a big thing to realize. Is that if it hits your shield, you're not only gonna suffer the shield lag and shield stun from the late hit, but also from the landing hitbox, which I actually can't tell, and I can't actually see this damage value is from the late hitbox. Oh, Smash has invincibility too with 9 frame startup. That's kind of reaching. Like, you're kind of hoping, because there's not invincibility during the whole move. It'd be one thing if it had invincibility frames 1 through 9, but I imagine your Pichu only has invincibility as a hitbox is coming out. That's a thing that they did in this game. It's a lot less characters have startup invincibility, right? So let's look at your up smash. Yeah, ear, and it's only ear intangibility. There's not even a hitbox on the ear. You have ear intangibility. That means the rest, that key is disjointed. It would still hit you. It would still hit your head. Look at this. Your ear's invincible, but not your little hand. Like, if it's disjointed enough, it's still gonna hit your head. Just the ears are intangible. So yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing to keep in mind too. You probably should not be relying on that ear intangibility, which is not the same thing as being invincible. You should not be trying to rely on that. This is like, look at down smash. Down smash is invulnerable from frames 7 through 10. Wow, that's privilege. I didn't know that. But obviously, you shouldn't try to bank on 4 frames of invulnerability. This is the invulnerability you can rely on. Like, if you're really trying to go for that, you would be down smashing. Because it's even faster. That vulnerability comes out faster too. So if that was your logic, you should be down smashing. But obviously, you can't down smash out of shield like you can up smash. But you get the point. So anyways, so Game & Watch down air, you'll eat the key. I want to assume that the key has the same landing properties as the late hit, as some moves do sometimes. Down smash is kind of privileged. So anyways, this this down air, if you eat the 5 frames of shield lag, the 4 frames of shield stun from the late hit, that's 9. We're gonna say you eat it twice because of the landing hit. That's 18 frames. And then, yeah, actually, you guess you don't. And that is minus 17. I think you have enough time to react to the key hitting your shield, and then doing the up smash of the shield. I'm fairly certain. That's something you could try on your own. But, getting back into it, though. It didn't work out. Happens. You get down tilted. Now you're at the ledge again. Did you just neutral get up into the dash attack? Okay, you inputted it before the dash attack came out. So this dash attack kind of caught you off guard. It caught me off guard, if I'm honest. And it probably should have worked, but it didn't. And that's fine. Alright, Game & Watch has up-aired your shield. You need to be ready to have a contingency plan for this, right? Because this is a pretty common situation. So let's sit down and let's think about our plan. Alright. Game & Watch you are sitting in shield at the ledge. You don't want to roll, because Game & Watch is going to mash down smash. You don't want You don't want to try to jump right now because you're scared. I get that. You're waiting, and the odd if he grabs you, what are the? He's not gonna grab you. He hasn't proven to you that he can grab you yet, right? So you know he's gonna mash. So you're waiting for this mash. This part is fine. This is fine. Right here, though, he has now mashed on your shield. You need to have your plan ready. If he down smashes on my shield, I'm going to jump away, or I'm going to punish it. If he up smashes my shield, I'm going to jump. I'm just going to try to jump over it or something, right? But it was clear here, because you kept staying in shield, that you didn't, and then you drop shield. This shows to me you actually did not have a plan for the up smash. But now you should, so next time you play, you need to have a plan for when an up smash hits your shield at the ledge, right? And you drop shield, which is actually not what you should be doing. You should not be dropping shield in this situation. Then you re-shield with one of the worst shields in the game, and then you drop it again. You jump. Tough. This could have been avoided by just jumping after the first up smash. Because yeah, the up smash does keep you in a lot of lag, but right? It's like -6? Yeah, hey, it's -6. Just jump. But because it has so much shield lag and shield stun, you can react to it hitting your shield pretty easily and try to consistently like jump out of it. Like, it's kind of hard. You have to read your jump over and stuff like that, and you can start playing a mix-up game. But you get out. You'd rather be in the air in that situation than being grounded and getting hit by a down smash or getting hit by a back air because you stayed here. You want to get out of this corner ASAP. I'd rather be on center stage getting hit by he read me jumping over and hit me with a nair. I'd rather have that. Okay. He has dashed back. But I am going to guess, since he dashed back towards the stage, he's going to realize I'm in a bad spot. I can't ledge trap, so I'm going to run forward and dash attack. Yo, he mixed me. That was insane. That was an insane mix-up. But obviously, since I'm playing against a Game & Watch, I'm not gonna roll. I am not gonna roll. Right? When he thinks you're gonna roll, you react to the up smash, don't get hit, nice. I don't think you react to that dash attack hitting your shield, actually. And this is the thing, like, if you started holding shield, you landed, you held shield. Why are you holding shield? You clearly, if you're holding shield, you need to do it in anticipation of a specific move. That's the thing you gotta take into any matchup you play, is when you hold shield, do it visualizing which move or moves you think are about to hit you, right? That will help you out a lot in making better decisions after the move hits your shield, right? And you should be shielding ideally with the intention of punishing what hits your shield, right? Try to bait out the few punishable options on your shield, right? So he actually did hit your shield, but you actually weren't ready for that. Yeah, there was no reaction dash attack because you weren't actually ready for the dash attack. You were holding shield because you were scared and not because you were expecting a dash attack. That's a big key fundamental difference, is a lot of players hold shield and they're scared rather than they're expecting a specific move. Which means if you're holding shield and you don't know why, you won't get a counterplay unless it's a disgustingly unsafe move on your shield, right? But this one is still punishable, you gotta be ready for it. And before, I'm pretty sure it's punishable. Yeah, it's like -21. Alright, cool. It's pretty punishable. Alright, so this is what comes next. Can you I'm only 3 minutes and 23 seconds into this. And it's almost a 2-hour stream. Wow. It's okay though. There's a lot to talk about. And on a side note, this is actually one of the reasons. So there's no videos on mid-level play really for mid-level players should be hearing, because there's a lot, like there really should be like hundreds of hours, I think. Like if Leo really wanted to sit down and talk, I'm pretty sure he could sit down and talk for hundreds of hours, and it's all gonna be stuff that mid-level players can find useful. And instead of hundreds of hours of video content on YouTube, we got basically 0, right? And that's kind of tough, right? But there really is so much to talk about this game that, like, stuff like this, like, this is how a VOD review how long it really should take to review a VOD. Like, it's not a fast process, really. Alright. So boom hits your shield, jump. He reacts to the jump. Knocks you off stage. Thunder, were you trying to cheese in case he ran off and keyed? I can actually see this. But you can see him. Okay, you know what? There was a chance he could have drifted forward. But I actually think you probably could have been able to react to the fact that he wasn't going to come down with the key. Or maybe you were stalling. Yeah, cheese. Ooh, you did another bad air dodge right here. So you get knocked off the stage, come back, jump from the ledge, that's fine. That air dodge right there, again, you should never directional air dodge like that. You should, like, if you're air dodging, it's because you're trying to, like, dodge an attack. If you're dodging an attack, the neutral air dodge in this game could get you a reversal from the air dodge, right? You could get a reversal, and by doing a directional air dodge, you're giving up the reversal opportunity, and not only that, you're making it a lot easier for the opponent to punish. So, try not to do that anymore. I think this back air looked fishy to me. Okay, you back air, hold left. I see you started holding to the right too late. I think you should have either committed to the cross-up or know the spacing for when, because you have to start holding to the right a bit early in order to start decelerating in order to be able to so this is just like control of your character. Is either you need to start holding the opposite direction. You need to know when you need to start holding the opposite direction soon enough, just so that the tip of the back air hits their shield and you could drift back to be safe. Or you need to know the spacing where you can do the rising back air to cross up their shield, right? That's just a character control thing, right? You could practice that spacing, because right here, the way you had spaced it, I thought you were going to just touch a shield and then come back, but instead you landed inside his shield, which is not what you want to do. So either you should make it really hard for them to tell which side I'm on. Okay, but a character who can cover both options with ease, you should be trying to either do a rising back air and retreat so they can't up B out of shield you, or you need to do the rising up air, cross up the shield, and get as far away as possible on the other side. So either, right here, so either you keep running, and then back air once you're like right here, and then you'll land over here and you're safe. Or, since you started right here, I thought you were going to do this, and immediately start holding to the right. Immediately. Just to test, because if you had poked them, you would be dragging them, right? I think. I don't know how strong the drag mechanics of this back air is, but this is something I've seen before. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's just Pikachu, but like they'll do this back air here, but then they'll start holding this way and they land over here and I can't punish it. A similar thing, like Pikachu does this with forward air, right? And they can't get punished for it. Anyways, landing like this against Game & Watch specifically, you know he can punish this, so don't do it. Don't land like this. So either commit to only doing cross-up back airs and land far away as possible so you can't up B out of shield it, right? Or try to do the funky what I'm telling you about, where you retreat and land safely. And if you can't do that, if that's fake news, I know what's not fake news is the rising back air cross-up and land over here. But definitely don't land inside of him like this. Because up B, like, look at that hitbox. That's not even the real hitbox. Let's look at the real hitbox real quick. Right? Where you're going to look at this quirky... Oh. See, so that's the real hitbox. You can't avoid that. But that's just a thing. Like, there's some matchups where you can make it ambiguous which side you land on like that and abuse your pancake mechanic, and they might not shield grab it. So anyways, what's next? Don't be this scared. Don't be this scared of the up smash. Alright? Okay, so you ran up. So he's... Alright. Let me find the exact frame I'm talking about. So he's charging up smash, right? But then you dash back. You didn't have to dash back like that. Right here, I think was fine spacing, right? But then you gave up that fine spacing, right? And now he's mashing, no! And the problem, you see what the problem there was? Is you didn't make... He realized you're not getting into his space at all, right? So he's basically, he feels like he's free. He can just move freely, right? He just do whatever he wants, right? And that's a problem. Like, you need to get into his zone to pressure these options early, right? Because otherwise he's just gonna call out your fake dash dances and stuff like that. But after this first up smash, right? You could have just sat right there. Just sat right there. With boost grab? I didn't know you could do that. But I believe up smash on reaction is pretty hard to punish, and I think if they buffer a spot dodge, that's pretty tough, punishing up smash on reaction. If you can, that's great, but I'm pretty sure most characters and players cannot. Let's see. Yeah, because you're going to react to this frame. Frame 22. You have 16 frames to react. Yeah, no, if they buffer a spot dodge, they should not be able to. You react to hearing their buttons release. Okay. Okay, then you can. Yes. Reaction to sound, specifically in video games, is faster than sight, for sure. Maybe that's just a human thing in general, but I know when there's like 8 frames of input lag, visually what you're seeing is already 8 frames behind. So, alright. Now he's doing a bunch of up smashes. You need to get in. You need to stand right here. So you're too far away from all of these up smashes. Stand here, right? You should have waited there. You could have reacted and dashing forward, up smashing. Hello, I believe in you. I like your DK emote. Demon reaction team, yeah. So now he up smash here again, and you're on the wrong side of the stage. He's up smashing, and he's making you run away. Why? You're now basically saying you can up smash for free, bro. Because either it's gonna hit you, or you're gonna run away, and you're gonna corner yourself. And you're at kill percent, right? Now he's like, I just need to dash attack you once and chair you once, and you die because you're peaching, right? Dash attacks. All right, cool. So you made him whiff a dash attack. That's good. That's good, right? But I don't think you were ready to punish this. Or if you were, your timing was just slightly off. Yeah, because you dashed away. Now you dash forward. That's tough. I think you should be holding shield. If you're trying to specifically bait out a dash attack, you should be running forward and back. If you try to run back and forward, that's not the optimal way of doing it, right? And this is actually a thing. It seems kind of backwards in Smash games. Smashers seem to think that like dash dancing and foxtrotting to bait people involves dashing back and then forward. You're supposed to be dashing forward into an opponent's possible threat zone, right? And then dashing back to get a whiff punish. How's it going? It's going pretty good, actually, right? As you can see, so this stream has been going on for 2 hours now, and I am 3 minutes into this VOD, right? Because we've just been talking about a lot of things. There's a lot to learn. So yeah, VOD review goes really, really slow, right? But anyways, that's because there's just so much to learn from every single VOD, right? So anyways, so yeah, Camille. Yeah. So for sure, if you're trying to bait out an attack, run forward and then run back to your original spot, not the other way around. The reason people do the other way around, where they run back and then forward, is because they don't want to put themselves in danger. But if you don't put yourself in danger, like that's the whole point. That's how you bait an opponent. Is you need to make your opponent think that they can hit you. If you run backwards, your opponent's not gonna try to attack because you ran back. Yeah, and that's a really, really common thing, right? So in this situation right here, you dashing back is the wrong play, right? Either hold shield, right, or dash forward and then dash back to bait him, and then hold shield, right? So if you had held shield, you would have just like this Game & Watch just not ran up and grabbed you once, right? That's just not a thing in his book right now in this game. So you need to exploit that and hold shield and punish him until he's like, alright, maybe you have to mix up a few grabs. But they don't want to mix up grabs. They want to hit you. Grabbing is boring. Alright, so yeah, that's the thing that can help you out a lot, is properly baiting and whiff punishing involves dashing forward and back, not the other way around. But I know why you do it. I know the psychology of why you do it and why all the other players in the world do it too, right? And it's just fake. It's just fake pressure. Anyways, it's not even pressure. It's just fake. Don't do it. Fortunately, we're able to punish that in time. You just gotta know that, like, if you want to punish a dash attack, punishing on a reaction might be pretty hard for you, or in general, because a lot of Game & Watch's moves seem kind of hard to punish on reaction, but you can punish them on your shield. So you try to use that leverage that as much as possible. Like, you've been getting a lot of shield punishes, right? Except if it's up smash, right? So you want to use that like, okay, I'm being rewarded for shielding. I'm going to shield more than I normally would because my opponent seems to not have adapted to that. Okay, but anyways, he hits you, gets you off stage. Now you're at the ledge. He is continuing to bacon. Okay. And you neutral get up. I don't think you should have neutral get up if you saw that he was continuing to bacon. I actually was surprised that he baconed once more, then stopped and then dash attacked. I don't think he was baiting. I don't think that at all. Right? You neutral get up to dash attack. He was actually dash attacking before. In your previous stocks, I don't know if you noticed, but he was dash attacking. And to me, that's kind of weird. But knowing that, I was like, okay, I didn't want to neutral get up into Game & Watch anyways, because I'm going to eat a down smash. Down smash will cover the get up attack, the roll, and the neutral get up. So I'm just going to ledge jump. And I think you should realize that too, that that's the psychology of Game & Watch player. And this one in particular seems to favor dash attack. Even some F smash ones, which are just more reasons you should not be rolling against this person. Or neutral get upping. Alright, he's trying to edge guard. Clean recovery. I like that. That was good. That was good. I hope that was intentional and that you weren't just trying to grab the ledge and missed, right? But that was good. Okay. We're gonna watch this again because I pressed too far back. That was clean. That was less clean. Held shield here. Remember, every time you hold shield, you need the plan ready. Why are you holding shield right here? Because Game & Watch is above you. What is he gonna do? He's been landing with Nair every single time, or key, right? The typical Game & Watch will land the key right here. This Game & Watch is being quirky and also landing with Nair, which is good. I actually think Nair is the better option to land, but conventionally, Game & Watch is land with Key. Either way, you need to be ready and realize I can either back air this or keep holding shield, right? Because they're gonna keep mashing. They're like, if it's down there, I have enough time to react and punish it accordingly. Oh, you try to up smash. You can't up smash this Nair. As you can see, you definitely had no time. You even buffered that up smash. You can't do that. The Nair is a -5 if done right. Where is it? Nair, yeah, -5 and -4, depending on the hit. Well, the final hit's -4. But see, the multi-hits are -5. So, can't up smash. Down tilt frame 6. Oh, does your up smash start? It starts from behind. What way were you facing? Wait, why didn't this work? I feel like this might have worked. I think you were 1 frame off. You're 1 or 2 frames off from buffering this perfectly. I guess if it's a perfectly buffered up smash, this will work. This Game & Watch thing should not have worked. But fundamentally, I think up smashing here is the wrong call. Actually, I don't know how to feel about this. This is probably going to be on a player-by-player basis. You should try to... Because it's -5, that's kind of in the gray area, right? If you know... Personally, I'm used to Game & Watch's mashing a tilt after landing with his Nair or a grab. It puts me in this awkward situation, so I tend to jump, right? I would have jumped here, but then I wouldn't have... Like, even if, like, what's the risk reward? Like, the risk reward of getting his up smash is he's not at kill percent, right? I know you get some combo stuff of up smash, right? But I think if you had jumped and then would have given you the opportunity to cover multiple options. If you jump, his grab will whiff. If you jump, his tilts will whiff, right? His smash attacks will whiff, right? So I think jumping here puts you in a good spot to cover a masher's options, right? Whereas up smashing, you're committing. Short hop bear and fast fall date? I see. Like, you mean after your up smash. You could, like, you do up smash into short hop bear and fast fall it and get a grab? Okay. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So I think it was the wrong idea. I think that's overcommitting. Where are we? Okay, so you live. Got hit by the bacon, it happens. You jump, good, okay. Hey, see? See that? That's the second time this match now you've done that T-jolt that you did right there, where you full hop up, you T-jolt, and guess what? It covers options. This time, it didn't hit him directly. Hola, Liv! Hello, thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry if this is going to be too boring, because I'm just sitting through a video, right? But Liv, check it out. This stream has been going on for 2 hours and 8 minutes, and I'm reviewing this video, and you can't see it, but we are only 3 minutes into the video, right? So we're going pretty slow, but I think it's a good learning experience. I'm just trying to help out some players with some concepts of things that I notice that I think will help out a lot of people if they would notice it too. You'll hang out for a bit while you brush your teeth and whatnot? It's nice of you. Oh, what time is it over there, by the way? Okay. 1 a.m.? Wow, okay. Yo, thank you for tuning in before your bed. For going to sleep. Not saying hi on Twitch. Yeah, you definitely should be asleep instead of being here, but it's okay. So anyways, I think you recognize that right now, Game & Watch is too far away to hit you. So you can safely jump, T-jolt, and start and get in a much better position than you normally would be in. You'll go do your routine. I will keep reviewing, thank you. But thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. So now you hit this Game & Watch, land, down tilt, and we start. You're gonna start your combo. Yo! Alright, good extension. Try to spike him. Very funny. That was a funny almost spike that you went for. It would have been really funny if it worked. Alright, all this. Look at everything you got from that T-Jolt. Like, that's, I think, the risk-reward of doing a T-Jolt like that when your opponent is committing to an approach. It's pretty good. IMO. Right? Definitely take what I'm saying and try to adapt. You start mashing here? Okay, let's see. That almost worked. That spike almost worked. But he reacted in time and pressed in there. This wasn't even a good option, I think, but it worked out. He has no invincibility! Oh, you were barely off with this timing. How fast is your F smash? It's frame 16. Why didn't you just tilt? Why didn't you just do a boost tilt? Wait, does F tilt hang? Game & Watch is a terrible ledge hang. Does your F tilt hit that? Okay. Or does your down smash hit that even? So F smash is pretty slow. TBH. But I don't know, that's a character specific thing. If I'm pretty sure F tilt hits on the ledge. Yeah, okay. I think you could have just ran up and F tilted. IMO. We're gonna look at my Twitter notifications. Thank you, Jamper, for liking my tweet. Down smash 2. I think you could have done any one of those, and you picked the slowest option. I think doing the boost forward tilt was probably the move here. Obviously, it wouldn't have killed. I think. It might not have killed, but this was close anyways. Okay. Okay. You're not dead yet. He's scared. He's scared. He's running away. He's like, no, get me out of here. And now this T-Jolt was not as good, but it's not necessarily bad either. Right? Like, you haven't done... I don't think you've done any bad T-Jolts. Like, or predictable... It's like, usually using the... okay, let me try to explain this. A problem with some Pikachu and Pichu players isn't necessarily the spawning the T-Jolt isn't the problem. It's the follow-up that's sloppy, right? Or too predictable, right? The idea of using a T-Jolt in a situation is usually fine. Like, it's hard for me to find a situation like, why did you press Thunder Jolt there? That's stupid. No. It's usually, you did Thunder Jolt in neutral, it's good, it puts you in an advantageous position, but then you pick the wrong option, right? So, that's the thing to keep in mind too. If someone tells you T-Jolt too much, it's usually not the case you're T-Jolting too much, it's how you play off the T-Jolt that needs work. Or you're not, like, really thinking about the opponent's counterplay to the T-Jolt. Alright, this T-Jolt's fine, but I think you didn't react to the bacon coming. Both of you are really nervous right there. But that was a crazy match. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Both of you. I don't even know if there's anything to say other than I think both of you are really reaching right here. Like, that was a reach of a grab. He flashed his shield. I think he baited you. He baited you. So, it happens. It happens. Ideally, you never want to put yourself in a situation where it comes down that close. It comes down to which player can keep the cool the longest. You really want to be avoiding type of situations, and one of the way you avoid it is by trying to get the best lead you can in the game by perfecting your play. So we're gonna say that whole exchange would have never happened if you had like better execution.